People are always at each other's throats arguing who is the biggest fraud between all of the fusions. Look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's such a fraud. Well, look at Vegito, he can't get a win to save his life, etc, etc. But I've come here today to tell you who really is the biggest fraud of all the fusions. The one who should be getting clowned on. That's right. I am, of course, talking about Kefla. Now don't get me wrong, I think as a character she's great and I do like her. She may have a pretty basic design, but I still think she looks good, and she is a fun character to watch. But when it comes to her strength and power, man, is she a fraud of frauds. There are differences between the manga and the anime, so we'll look at those individually, because one version of these is definitely worse and makes her look like a humongous fraud, but both are honestly pretty embarrassing for her. Let's start with the anime, since more people probably know about this version and it's a more understandable and reasonable loss. So this one is a little bit defendable. Like, okay, we get it, you lost to Goku. UI Goku at that. Like, I get it. But to me, honestly, this still feels pretty fraudulent. Now, in the anime, Caulifla and Kale were shown to not be too strong on their own. I mean, a Super Saiyan 2 Goku was holding off both of them with only a little struggle. Then when he went God mode, he just washed them completely. So it would make sense that a fusion may still not be enough, but they get completely embarrassed. They were going blow for blow with Blue Goku while they were fused in Super Saiyan form. How are we fused and in a Super Saiyan state and we're still only on Blue Goku level? Then when Goku goes into UI, they go Super Saiyan 2 and continue to get no diff. They land not one attack. That's what makes this so fraudulent to me. Like I said before, I get it, it's Goku, but not even a single landed attack and getting wiped off the map after just a couple attacks from Goku himself when he's only in UI Sign or UI Omen, whatever you want to call it, is kind of crazy, no? If it was MUI, I wouldn't even be mad, but it's UI Sign, and he's still only just figuring out how this form even works. Another thing, how are they still only capped at Super Saiyan 2 here? Especially after their whole fight where Goku was basically mentoring them. Gotenks was able to go all the way to Super Saiyan 3, when Goten and Trunks are only able to reach the first level of Super Saiyan on their own. Again, I don't think this showing is that horrendous from Kefla, but she went out so sad and was made a straight fool by an imperfected UI Goku, and couldn't even raise past Super Saiyan 2 after Goku was literally schooling them on fighting and transformations. She should have been able to land at least a few attacks, or at the very least dodge and block some of Goku's attacks, so that they don't look completely incompetent. But whatever, it's the main character you're up against, it's Goku you're up against. She was fated to lose that fight. But this next one I'm gonna talk about, yeah, this is an issue to me. She ties. She fucking ties and is on par with Gohan. How? Literally how? This just doesn't make any sense. Now in the manga, we don't see it, but Goku and Gohan spar before the tournament, and Gohan was able to go toe-to-toe with Blue Goku, but not quite at that level yet. But for all intents and purposes, we can say Gohan is at around Blue Goku level at the time of the tournament, which means if Kefla is tying with Gohan, then that means she is only at Blue Goku level, which is way worse than in the anime. Losing to just Goku is at least defendable, especially since he's in UI, but losing to a solo Gohan, or I guess tying with a solo Gohan, is just outright embarrassing. It also just doesn't make any sense. Kale alone was giving Golden Frieza and Blue Goku problems, so how is it when she then ends up fusing with Caulifla, it's almost like she gets weaker and can't handle Gohan? If Gohan was Blue Goku level here, and Kale was giving Blue Goku and Golden Frieza issues, then Kefla would wash Gohan no problem. Kefla in this fight and in the manga has reached levels of fraudulent activity previously thought impossible. And this is really what makes me think that out of every fusion in the series, the only true and real fraud is Kefla. What makes it worse and even more annoying is that the fight takes place off screen for the most part, so we don't even get to see how or why Gohan was able to keep up with her. This fight would make sense if it was just Kale and not Kefla. Base Kefla herself should have been more than enough to handle Gohan. I'm just genuinely in shock she tied and nearly just straight up lost to Gohan. I'm starting to repeat myself here and rant, so I'll just leave it at that. When it comes to the fusions, Gogeta, valid. Vegito, valid. Gotenks, valid. Kefla? Potentially one of the biggest frauds in all of Dragon Ball. I mean, that's basically it. Just another fun, quick rant video I decided to throw together since I'll be in Japan this month and the beginning of next month, so I won't have too much time to get a full video ready. And even though it's another Dragon Ball Fusion video, I still hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, let me know how you feel about Kefla and her performance and her appearances in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.